Hey, hi everybody, how are you? I'm Kathleen Fraser and I'm here today to talk to you about anaphora. Yeah, it's a technique that relies on repetition, but an anaphora occurs at the beginning of each idea, whereas repetition is a repetition of words and ideas or, phrases. Um, Well, I'm talking about alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of, phrases, ideas, and the like. And that could be anywhere, basically, in the whole, in the sentence or whatever it is you're reading, phrase or idea. But an anaphora is the repetition of basic, you know, wor- actual words. Like, for example, see no evil, hear no evil, feel no evil, do no evil. That's anaphora. Okay, whereas alliteration is like Peter, Piker, Picker, Peckle, that sort of thing. So there's a little difference between an anaphora and alliteration. I'm a little antsy tonight, and but I'm happy to be here. Just to put you up on some game. And quite frankly, this I don't know how this seems like to you, but in actuality, when literary devices are used to help, the reader or whoever, even the writer, to express big thoughts into smaller, compact um, scenarios. Because, it's like boring to say, oh, she's walking down the street, right? So she's walking down the street to go to the store. That's very ordinary. But if you say she's meandering in effervescent blue while gliding to the store, or if you were to say she catapulted across the street while the sun was glistening with glee on her shoulders or on her back. You see the difference? There is a difference. I hope you see the difference because one explanation, it makes it more vivid, more fun, whereas the other way it's more um, ordinary. So if a writer, let's say, the music you like to listen to, if the writer were to just write the songs in like simple terms, it would be boring to you, let's face it. But the songs are filled with literary devices. All right, so the point, there's a reason why I'm sharing all this with you, because I know you guys use it every day, but you don't realize that you're using it. So I'm trying to kind of enlighten you and help you to see, how powerful you are out there. That you're, like, hey, when you speak, you're not thinking, oh my gosh, let me use personification today, let me use similes today, right? You're not thinking that, but automatically we do it. And it makes life more interesting instead of boring. So I wrote out a couple of notes while I was pondering anaphora and alliteration. I wrote it out, so I'm gonna just read my notes to you. And you may want to get a pen and paper, I don't know, to take some notes of your own, because I wrote some stuff out. So let me just Let me just get my stuff here and read it out to you. Let me see here. All right. And guys, sometimes I think I tell people stuff and I didn't tell them. So this is a good way for me to keep myself honest. 'Cause I hate it when I forget to say something, then I have to come back on like maybe another time and tell you something that, oh my God, it slipped my mind to share. So let me just tell you what I wrote down. Like anaphora is like alliteration, okay? And it's in the way that it is a technique that relies on repetition. I did mention that. And an anaphora is a literary device that occurs at the beginning of each idea. I think I mentioned that. And then an alliteration is a repetition of words, ideas, or phrases. That's an alliteration. Wait a minute. I think I did mention that. Okay, I didn't do too bad. So basically, an anaphora is the repetition of the first part of a consecutive clause. All right. So the word consecutive, as some of us know, means, it's part of a consecutive clause, all right, or similar clause. And the example I have here is see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But I think I said see no evil, hear no evil, feel no evil, same difference, all right? So you see how the see no, and see no. That's an example of anaphora. See no evil, hear no evil, the no evil, speak no evil. So no evil is anaphora. You got it, guys? Because that's the repetition of something, okay? It's the repetition. All right, so anaphora is used in, anaphora is used a lot in speeches. Persuasive speeches when, let's say a politician is trying to convince you of something, or not just a politician. It could be anybody who's trying to convince you of something, but it's used a lot in speeches, okay? It's used a lot in formal, formal speeches. Anaphoras are used a lot. So, and that the word for that is called rhetoric. I know some of you out there may have heard the word rhetoric before, but the word rhetoric refuse. The word rhetoric refers to being persuasive in speech or writing. Okay, so anaphora, um, they people trying to convince people to do something, they use rhetoric. Okay, so rhetoric is used in anaphora. All right, so let me see. Did I put anything here else that I want you to know? Oh, okay. Language used to motivate, persuade, or inform. I think I shared that with you. Well, yeah, I said that. Oh, I didn't do too bad today. Right. Yeah, rhetoric, the art of persuasive speaking or writing. I told you basically the highlights. So I didn't do too bad today. Uh, mm, eh, Basically it. So in other words, it doesn't take me long to share that with you because it's really not complicated. And I gave you the example. Oh, and I'm remembering one. It's famous. It's the worst of times and the best of times, something like that. Yeah, that's also, you can tell that's anaphora. The worst of times, the best of times, that's anaphora. And I'm trying to think of a famous speech, which I can't think of right now. But if you can think of one, please, share it in the chat somewhere. And again, get back to me if you have any questions. I think basically I made this pretty easy to understand, right? And the notes I wrote out, I made it really, really simple. At least I think I made it simple, but that's because I know it. But seriously, guys, You don't have to know it like I do in order to get it. And I want to make sure that I am clear and that I'm absolutely explain it to you in a way that you really, really understand what I'm talking about. So get back to me if you have any questions, and I will clarify. So thank you for stopping by. And by the way, again, I'm going to repeat. I had a wonder. Well, I'm going to repeat about my play that I have produced because again, I'm a writer. I write. I write songs, lyrics, plays, poetry, slogans, nice sayings, which you will find on my merch when you go to my website, www.jkfstyles.com. Don't forget to visit and buy. I'm a very cheeky person. I'm a very sassy person. And I accept you for who you are. And I like people who accept people for who they are. It doesn't mean that we have to agree with each other. You know what I mean? But, I accept you for who you are. And what else I want to say to you? Oh, my play, Destiny in the Ground, which is showing in Brooklyn December 7th, 8th, and 9th. And you will find it on Eventbrite. So you're welcome to come. It's a course you have to pay. It's not free because the paying of the actors and it's not free, and the props and so forth. How things are expensive today. Because there's one place I went to rent out to do the production. You know, I'm not mad at him, but he told me $900 an hour, guys. $900 an hour. Now I'm doing this production on my own. No one's like helping me pay for it. The actors and all the different things that I need to get the show on the road. But this is something I feel I have to do, so I'm doing it. All right, and it is done. So yeah, or the joke. And I'm not mad at him, but $900 an hour, and the show is going to be um, December 7th, 8th, and 9th, 3 days. On Thursday, it's going to be 8 p.m. On Friday, it will be 8 p.m. And on Saturday, it will be 3 p.m. So you're welcome to come and see the play. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and it's going to be fire. I mean, it's a faith based play. However, I believe, and not because I wrote it, I believe everyone can enjoy it because it has some interesting aspects to it that I think will intrigue most, if not all, folks. And by the way, I'm wearing the t shirt. Let me see if you can see it. This is the name. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how you're seeing it because on my side, I don't know what it looks like on your end, but it should say Destiny in the ground, and you see KF, which is my initials. Destiny in the ground, KF. All right, so this is the name of the play, and it's on my T-shirt. And by the way, this is one of my merch. Okay, and on the back, I don't know if you could see it. I have the flyer. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's the flyer on the back with the actors that are in the play. Not all of the actors are on the fly because not all of them gave me their information. So I could say most of the actors are on the flyer, not all of the actors. All right. So here we are. If you're in New York, if you live in the tri state area, you're welcome to come. You can go to Eventbrite and put in the search Destiny in the Ground, and it will pop up. And if you do happen to show up, let me know that you heard about it from this channel. I am Kathleen Fraser. Kathleen knows. If you happen to come to the show, please introduce yourself because I would love to meet you. All right. And I think that's it for Anaphora. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you need me to elucidate about anything, clarify, let me know and I will do so. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe and share if you care. Like and subscribe, share if you care, and visit my website, jkfstyles.com. I'm sure there's merch there that you can give people as a gift. Some of them will make people laugh. Some of them will make people look at you sideways if you dare, because I'm a little bit sassy in some of the sayings that I have on the merch. Very sassy because I'm a sassy person. Let's be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, that's who I am. Okay. So, anyways, nice chatting with you today, and I'll see you again when I see you. Goodbye, and be blessed. All right. Bye.